This isn't going to be your typical video where we talk about Ferraris, Porsches, or high-performance BMWs and Mercedes. No. Today we're going to show you the most underrated and forgotten 10 sports cars, and that are within the reach of most people. Chrysler Crossfire SRT6. Do you recall the Chrysler Crossfire introduced in 2004? Essentially a Mercedes SLK wearing a different body, it shared the same mechanics and drivetrain. Chrysler initially showcased the Crossfire concept in the early 2000s, and the public became enamored with its aggressive lines and stance. Yet, upon its premiere, it became apparent that Chrysler had taken shortcuts, merely creating an American version of the SLK. However, amidst the criticism, there was one version that stood out with proper performance credentials, the Crossfire SRT6. Unlike its counterparts, the SRT6 was no ordinary SLK. This time it bore the AMG badge. This distinction meant that the SRT6 housed an AMG-prepared V6 engine churning out an impressive 330 horsepower. Enhancing its capabilities, the SRT6 boasted a performance-tuned suspension, brakes, and other crucial components. Available as both a coupe and convertible, the SRT6 proved to be swift and captivating. Though only several thousand examples were produced, the opportunity to own one still exists. Pontiac GTO. The 2004 to 2006 Pontiac GTO stands as one of the most underrated performance cars in recent history, embodying the essence of the last classic muscle cars. Despite being fast, affordable, and carrying a fantastic name with a rich heritage, it curiously remained unnoticed throughout its entire production run. But why did the 2004 to 2006 GTO struggle to gain traction? Was it plagued by issues such as being bad, slow, or underpowered? Far from it. The car was, in fact, more than capable. However, it failed to ignite the same excitement among customers as the original GTO did. Lacking a particularly aggressive design, the new GTO's restrained aesthetics might have contributed to its lack of appeal to new customers. Nevertheless, beneath the hood, it still packed power and delivered impressive performance. Regrettably, the overall package didn't resonate with buyers, leading to its early demise and relative market failure. The silver lining, though, is that this very circumstance translates to an enticing opportunity for savvy buyers. Now, you can acquire a 400 horsepower engine with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 4.6 seconds for next to nothing. A steal for those who appreciate the essence of a classic muscle car with modern-day power. BMW 325 iS E30. The classic E30 generation of BMW's 3 Series is renowned for being one of the best driver's cars you can find on a budget. While the M3 variants have skyrocketed in price, making them unattainable for the average enthusiast, the E30 range still holds captivating gems that deliver impressive performance and driving dynamics. One such gem is the 325 iS, a model sold in America from 1987 to 1991. Boasting a 2.5-liter straight-six engine with a healthy 170 horsepower. Though this might not seem like much by today's standards, the 325 iS offers lively performance. Its perfect handling and lightweight provide a sports car feel and a delightful driving experience. Chevrolet Corvette C4 ZR1. The classic C1 to C3 Corvettes have become too expensive for the average car buyer, and the standard C4, while boasting great handling, might lack sufficient power for some owners. That's where the ZR1 comes to the rescue. A mighty C4 Corvette capable of outperforming most supercars of the early 90s. Nestled under the hood is the LT4, a Lotus-engineered V8 engine churning out an impressive 375 horsepower, later increased to 400 horsepower. Featuring quad-cam heads and 32 valves, the LT4 engine is an engineering marvel, delivering exceptional performance. With its beefed-up suspension, gearbox, and a pair of extra-wide rear tires, the Corvette ZR1 can sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds, solidifying its status as one of the fastest cars of its era and a true modern classic to this day. Volkswagen Golf R32. No proper hot hatch list would be complete without mentioning the Golf R32. While there are numerous intriguing compact cars with high power to choose from, the hot hatch class often favors the newest and fastest models. However, today, we'll unveil a forgotten gem, the Golf R32. Back in 2003, Volkswagen took the MK4 body shell and equipped it with the finest hardware available in the early 2000s. This resulted in the R32 boasting intelligent all-wheel drive and a robust 240 horsepower 3.2-liter V6 engine. Alongside a luxurious interior and a plethora of electronic aids were added. This impressive combination makes the R32 a definitive future classic and an incredibly capable everyday car. So seize the opportunity and secure one now while they are still affordable. And if you want something even better, you have the Audi A3 3.2 Quattro. Lotus Esprit V8. They produced the Esprit from the early 70s until the early 2000s, and throughout its run, it remained a fantastic supercar, even with smaller engines compared to its competitors. The ultimate iteration was the V8 version, boasting a formidable 350 horsepower. Its lightweight body enabled it to outpace many rivals while retaining its iconic wedge-shaped appearance. Despite being a bona fide exotic, current prices for the Esprit V8 are relatively affordable. However, this is the moment to seize this piece of classic British engineering. For the cost of a new mid-size SUV, you gain access to Ferrari-beating performance and exclusivity. While maintenance might require some effort and investment, it is undoubtedly well worth it. Ford Mustang Cobra. While collectors have recently witnessed a surge in prices, the Fox-body Mustang Cobra has remained under the radar of mainstream enthusiasts for quite some time. Many tend to dismiss it as just another Fox-body Mustang, but the Cobra is so much more. It represents a true performance car, skillfully blending the characteristics of classic muscle cars and sports coupes. Fascinatingly, Ford only produced this gem for a single year, 1993, marking the final chapter of the Fox-body Mustang generation. Beneath the hood resided an SVT-prepared 5.0-liter HO engine, adorned with a trick GT40 head and various other upgrades. Its impressive 0 to 60 miles per hour time clocked well under 6 seconds, while the 1993 Cobra's revised suspension ensured exceptional handling. With only 4,993 examples made in 1993, it's a rarity that demands attention. If you desire one, act quickly before they become the sought-after Shelby GT 350S of the 21st century. Volkswagen Corrado VR6. Today, the Volkswagen Corrado stands as a forgotten model. However, in the early 1990s, it proudly held the title of the fastest Volkswagen available. Initially envisioned as a replacement for the beloved Scirocco coupe, Volkswagen intended the Corrado to be so much more than just another sporty-looking Golf derivative. To achieve this, the Corrado was built on a revised front-wheel drive platform, equipped with special suspension and brakes. Its exterior design was given an aggressive and distinctive look, taking inspiration from the likes of the Porsche 944 in terms of both styling and performance. One of the most noteworthy features was the introduction of the powerful VR6 engine option. Under the hood, the VR6 boasted a high-revving 2.9-liter V6 engine, paired with a close-ratio 5-speed manual transmission, delivering an impressive 190 horsepower, a substantial figure for the early 90s, especially during the time the Corrado was available in the US. With a 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time of 6.9 seconds, the VR6-powered Corrado earned its place among the best driving cars of its era. Today, these cars can be found relatively inexpensive, with decent examples available for around $10,000. So if you're seeking an enjoyable and iconic coupe, the Volkswagen Corrado might just be the perfect choice. Ford Taurus SHO. In the late 1980s, Ford sparked a revolution with the groundbreaking Taurus model, marking the advent of a truly modern American sedan. Departing from heavy ladder-type chassis and large engines, Ford embraced a new direction, characterized by a sleek aerodynamic body, innovative technology, and front-wheel drive. The Taurus achieved tremendous sales success, but the most captivating iteration was undoubtedly the famed super high output SHO version. While not a traditional muscle car, the SHO made its way onto our list of the best 1980s performance cars, thanks to its impressive power output. Beneath the hood lay a Yamaha-sourced 3.0-liter high-revving V6 engine, boasting an extraordinary 220 horsepower. Though by today's standards this figure might seem modest, in 1989 it was considered quite lofty. Remarkably, the Taurus SHO demonstrated outstanding performance, achieving a 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration time of just 6.7 seconds. On the outside, the Taurus SHO bore the appearance of any regular Taurus, with only the badge on the back hinting at its true nature. This fusion of elegance and potent power made the Taurus SHO an unforgettable part of automotive history, serving as a testament to Ford's willingness to push boundaries and redefine the American sedan. Ford Mustang SVO. In 1979, the third-generation Ford Mustang made its debut, bringing a wave of modernization to the Mustang lineup in both design and technology. The new Fox-body Mustang boasted sleeker, more contemporary aesthetics, and its aerodynamic improvements promised enhanced performance. Moreover, it shed some weight, rendering it more nimble on the road. The most significant revelation, however, came with the introduction of the turbo engine, a cutting-edge feature for its time. In 1984, the Ford Special Vehicle Operations (SVO) division proudly unveiled the Mustang SVO. This variant featured a 2.3-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine, yielding a substantial 175 horsepower, an impressive feat for such a compact power plant. Surprisingly, the lightweight 84 Mustang SVO outpaced the 5.0 V8 version in terms of speed. Yet, despite its prowess, traditional muscle car enthusiasts struggled to embrace the presence of a turbo engine, preferring the familiarity of more conventional options. The 84 Mustang SVO represented a bold step forward, blending modern technology with classic muscle car appeal. Although initially met with skepticism, its unique charm and innovative engineering make it a prized gem among enthusiasts today, capturing the essence of Ford's commitment to evolution and progress in the automotive world. And the bonus, Toyota MR2. In the mid-'80s, Toyota astounded the automotive world with the introduction of the MR2, a small and agile mid-engine sports car that redefined the brand's image. Known for their economy models, Toyota surprised enthusiasts with the MR2's outstanding performance, superb road handling, and affordable price, appealing to spirited driving fans and dynamic handling enthusiasts alike. Debuting in 1984, the first-generation MR2 featured a centrally mounted 1.5-liter or 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine, situated behind the driver between the cabin and rear axle. This configuration endowed the little car with exceptional handling capabilities. For an extra thrill, seek the 1.6-liter supercharged model, affectionately known as the Supercharger SC, boasting an impressive 145 horsepower and 140 pound-feet of torque. Though these power figures might not sound particularly impressive by today's standards, the MR2 can still accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 7 seconds, a respectable feat. Even better, well-preserved examples of this nimble sports car from Japan remain reasonably priced. For those in search of tons of fun, the MR2 stands as the perfect choice, promising sublime handling and an exhilarating driving experience. If the first-generation Emster 2 is out of your budget, the second and third generation cost less and are just as fun to drive, but have less prestige. Thanks for watching, and remember, subscribe.